Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is a very hot and muggy day. Finally the wind's starting to pick up and we're out here at a very familiar location. I chose this spot specifically for the openness and the wind and breeze that could push through here on such a hot day. We've got a very lightweight, ultralight style hiking tent, very minimalistic on this adventure. So tent's done, sleeping pad's done, sleeping bag is done. That is ready for the night. We're not allowed having campfires today, so the campfire pit's going to be dormant, but we do have a little bit of stuff inside of the backpack to make up a hot coffee, awesome food, and enjoy nature out here today. And hopefully we'll get that overnight rain that's forecasted. So now that everything's set up, let's get into a coffee. Alright guys, so I've got my cup of coffee on the go right now, and I know it seems a little strange, a hot drink on a hot day. I've actually let it cool down a little bit in between filming, so it's kind of lukewarm coffee right now, and it is definitely much needed because keeping the liquids in today has been very, very difficult. Sweating and just, yeah, it's hot. It's very, very hot. Haven't eaten anything today because being bloated, drinking all the liquids, just not feeling very hungry or appetizing right now. So I'm going to be making a rather large dinner that I brought with me intentionally because of the heat. But the coffee, caffeine, give myself a little bit of a kick because I haven't been eating, not a lot of sugars, just basically going for the water. And that's basically it for the day. So coffee on the go. Boomer is wandering around here in the background, going from shady spot to shady spot, down to the lake for a drink and then back up. We're just taking it really, really slow today. It's so disgustingly hot, but the sun is going to be on its way down probably within the next 2 hours. Hopefully that'll bring in some night air and a beautiful breeze, and then we can get started with supper and enjoy the sounds of the lake, which is going to light up with probably loons, frogs, crickets, all kinds of noises tonight. So we'll welcome that in shortly, but right now I'm going to enjoy this coffee and relax for a little bit. Alright guys, so it's been about an hour and a half. The sun is almost dipped behind the trees. The temperature is slowly coming down, but it is still sticky out here. So, coffee finished up, did a little bit of a cleanup and a little bit of a prep. I think it's a good time to start cooking. Now, I did bring fresh meat with me, frozen like a rock when I set out on the trail today. It's no longer frozen like a rock. It's actually just like stored kind of room temperature meat. The problem with doing that is you could get sick. Now, I never do it with seafood and I never do it with chicken. I only do it with beef. I'm not saying do what I do, but I'm doing it today, very hot. It's still in the backpack, it's still protected, but I do want to cook it a lot sooner than later. So I'm going to get all that out, get it prepped up in this area, do a little bit of vegetables, a little bit of rice, and bring it all together and enjoy a nice meal. All right, guys, just sitting down, eating some supper. Incredible, incredible dish. This curry paste that I got, absolutely authentic, nice and spicy, really rich and dense curry flavor. Oh, so good, so good. So very, very simple dish. Got the beef in the bottom, peppers, onions, rice on top, a couple small naan breads. I'm going to kick back, enjoy this, and I'll catch up with you guys as soon as I'm finished. All right, guys, so supper's finished up with. That was incredible, and nighttime is finally starting to basically get here. A little bit of a purplish kind of haze blue sunset off in the distance. It is so muggy. There's a haze and just a fog across the lake. It is wet. It is disgusting. I know I've said that a number of times, and if you're new to the channel, yes, I do hate summer. I love winter and fall camping. So now that I can actually relax for a minute and the temperature is coming down, I will let you guys know about the gear that I chose to bring with me on this tent. So this is the Hill Zero backpacking tent. I believe this is called the Room 2. I'm not totally sure. If you go to Hill Zero's website, you'll see the tent there. What I think about it, it's great. It pitches really, really simple. The walls being vertical inside. The little hump in the middle to give the head space makes all the difference in this style of tent. So far I'm really liking it. I've used it quite a bit. I've never filmed with it, so finally getting out to get a chance to film with it, and I gotta say I do actually really enjoy it. Coyote tan, so very lightweight. Like I said, non-freestanding tent, trekking poles to set it up, or a ridge line. And yeah, it's really nice. So for the sleeping bag, I've got the Nature Hike CW400, I believe that's called, and that is a downfill bag, black, blue. I've been using that a lot lately on my hiking trips. It packs up so small. It's a rectangular bag. I can unzip it and make a big duvet, kick it off me when it's too hot, or zip it up if I need to. So I've got that. I also brought the Nortent Winter Sleeping Pad. I brought it because it's thick and it's wide and it's durable and it packs very small. So I've got a really, really nice comfortable bed in there for tonight, and this ground's really hard and rocky too, so I wanted to have a nice thick air pad in this location. Other than that, everything else is pretty regular gear here on the channel. You guys can see it in all the other videos. Pay attention when the camera lens is right in close on the name brands and stuff, because I usually only mention the big items: sleeping bag, sleeping pad, tent, backpack, things like that. So if you guys are interested, just pay very close attention to where the camera is pointing, and you'll pick up, because I speak with the camera lens when I'm not speaking with my mouth, if you get what I'm saying. So we have ate. Boomer had a bunch of plain rice actually with his dog food, and a couple pieces of beef that I left off to the side with no spice. So he enjoyed that, and he's itching to get in there, so I will let him in there now. Go on. And I've got the sleeping bag already opened over the sleeping pad, so his nails won't puncture it. I'm going to leave that door open just a little bit, so if he wants to come out he can, but close it up enough that the bugs won't go in, because that's not going to be fun. So With nightfall quickly approaching, I'm going to do one final cleanup. I'm not going to be spending time outside. The mosquitoes are a little crazy and can't have a campfire today. So there's no point. I want to be inside of the tent. I did bring a pair of shorts. I'm getting out of these wet, heavy clothes, stripping into some shorts, jumping inside, and going to enjoy a couple movies on my phone. Back door's open, this door's open. It's going to stay that way likely the entire night because it is super hot and there's no breeze, so we need a little bit of ventilation, let that cold air come in. So I'm going to do a quick cleanup of the camp area, and I'll see you guys inside the tent. Alright guys, so finally crawling into the tent. It is nightfall outside, dark. The frogs and crickets are croaking and moaning and creaking. Boomer's at the foot end of the tent right now, staring at me like it's hot. Oh, here he comes. Come on. No, going down there. Come on. Oh, hi. It's too hot for this. It's too hot for this. So I've got changed into another t-shirt, pair of shorts, and go down there. Too hot. He's got to cool off. These doors are wide open in the tent. The head end and the foot vents are open. I just want to say that this tent is gigantic. For a very small, packable hiking tent, the vertical walls on this are absolutely incredible. Loving this tent, and the side pop-outs here for the extra headroom, a must. So I do have this massive light on up here, which is really bright. I'm going to be dimming that down. I've also got my mosquito light up here, which I turned on. There are a couple buzzing bugs around here. That will eliminate them, and then I can just shut it off. Sleeping bag, don't need that probably at all this night, I don't think. It makes a great sheet for the sleeping pad, though, just in case summertime your skin's on your sleeping pad and you sweat, you get those stains. I don't have that problem because I always lay on top of my sleeping bag, even if I'm not using it, just to kind of keep that off the sleeping pad. But it looks pretty awesome in here, guys. I do have to say, this is actually really enjoyable. I've got a bottle of water outside the vestibule, all my cooking things, everything there, and basically just going to crash out for the night. I'm going to watch a movie and then out. If it rains, I'll bring you guys back. If not, I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Good night, guys. Good morning, guys. It is a breezy, cloudy, and a little bit of a spotty sunshine out here this morning. So the breeze coming through here is absolutely incredible. Last night switched into a shirt, had shorts on. Waking up this morning, I was actually cold, so I just went ahead and changed into my yesterday clothes. It's probably going to be a scorcher again today. Going to sweat and get all nasty, and I'm not really looking forward to that. So up early with a cup of coffee before the heat hits. No rain last night, but the breeze coming through that tent was incredible. Right off the lake, right through the tent. Very, very enjoyable. Had a really good sleep last night. So, like I said, coffee this morning. Kind of a bummer we weren't allowed to have a fire last night due to the restrictions in the area, but honestly, it was way too hot to have one anyways. So, everything's going so far so good on this morning. I just want to say cheers, guys. Let's enjoy this coffee. Alright guys, well, it's getting to be that time. The temperature is starting to rise very slightly. The wind is still here, which is saving me from all of these bugs and black flies, mosquitoes, and all that nonsense. Coffee's just about done, and I'm going to have to pack up very shortly. So on this trip, I chose to bring very specific things for a smart reason. The Trangia stove being out here in the open, this thing is incredible for basically cooking in any kind of wind conditions. It's blocked by the wind, it's very efficient, and it works. The pots, everything come inside of it, very compact, very easy. Cup, coffee kit, again, very small, just keep it in a bag all together, organized, and basically small, lightweight hiking gear. The tent, very packable, the pad is very packable, the sleeping bag's very packable. Everything about this adventure was just designed to be really quick, to cram it in the backpack, go hike, get here, and then on the next day, if it did rain, grab it, cram it in the backpack, and continue on the trail very, very quickly. So everything is performing really well. I gotta say, I'm just looking around at everything, and there's nothing that I did not use. So I used everything, which is great. I think if you're gonna put something in a backpack, it better serve a purpose at least 3 times, or it's not even worth bringing. Try and bring multi-use items. So I mean, a cup I can use for a bowl if I really need to. My Trangia stove has 2 bowls and a pan. That's a lot of multi-use items right there. I even use the pan as a lid if I'm boiling water in the winter time. I can put the pan on top and it'll boil faster and take it off, so that works as a lid. So kind of thinking about multi-use items during hiking season to get out and minimize the weight and maximize the performance or the ability of the gear that you're carrying. So I'm going to start packing up very shortly. I've got probably 2 more sips of coffee in the cup, and I really do want to beat this heat. The tent is going to be super, super easy to pack up. I'm going to deflate the pad, leave the sleeping bag, everything inside of the tent, and I'm just going to cram it in the backpack. Trangia on top, all this stuff on top. Very, very quick pack up, and then on the trail. So I'll leave it right here with you guys, and definitely check out the links in the description. There are some things happening, and in the description you'll find little sneak peeks and little tidbits of information and Easter eggs that I'm kind of leaving as a trail to kind of turn you guys into the direction of where I'm headed with this season coming up. So I'm not going to say a whole lot else. Definitely check Instagram as well, because I did start a subscription portion of that where you can actually see behind the scenes and a lot of bonus content if you're part of that. So there's 2 Instagrams. There's the main Instagram page, and then there's the subscription page. The YouTube is always going to be free, of course, on both channels, here right on Lone Wolf 902 and on the other channel. Links in the description. That's a lot of information. I'm going to finish my coffee and I'm going to get out of here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.